All right, I just picked up Lando. We put his walker in the trunk. We got him in the car, and I'm dying to hear exactly how today went. His first day back to school. So Lando, tell us everything.
It was so much fun. My teachers were all excited to see me, and my friends were. Like, they were like, Landon, Landon.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Our Life in Holland.
Guys, very special day today.
Landon is going back to school for the first time since surgery.
Hi.
And he could not be more excited. He has been begging us, Mom, Dad, can I please go back to school? He is so excited to go back to school, see his friends, see his teachers, and we just wanted to make sure that he was walking well enough, that he would be safe while he's at school, and we are feeling like he's ready.
He's ready. I don't know if we're ready. We've enjoyed him being at home. I think he is ready, however, to be back at school.
No, that's the honest truth, is that I've loved having him here, but he's so social. He loves his friends. He loves his teachers. You know Landon. If we are at a restaurant, he's asking the server, you know, when he was born and what his whole life history is. And so he loves to interact with other people, and he's just missed being there.
Buddy, are you ready to go back to school?
Yes.
Let's do this.
What's making this a little bit of a unique day to send Landon back to school is that we are currently getting so much snow. It is coming down so heavily and it's so beautiful. I know that there's parts of the US right now that are receiving so much snow, feet and feet and feet of snow. I've heard that the Midwest is getting so much snow. I know Texas is having some weather that is unheard of there, and that there's so much going on over there. We are so praying for you guys in Texas. But what makes this a little bit trickier for us this morning is that Landon cannot get his cast wet. So I am taking him a few minutes after carpool, even though that makes him late, so that I can pull up and drop him right at the curb, and then I'll go park and then I'll go help him in, because it is so important that he doesn't get his cast wet. The nurse told me that the doctor in Texas sets it a very specific way, and that if his cast needs to be replaced, that it would be best if we came back to Texas. So we're doing everything we can to not get that cast wet. I'm gonna go inside and talk to Landon's teacher and let her know that he cannot go outside for recess right now. Once the weather clears up and it's a little bit drier outside, then he probably could. But safety-wise, for not getting run into by kids running full speed, but also just not getting his cast wet, we have made the decision that he is going to do inside recess for now. And also for safety, I'm going to ask that she sends him ahead of the class when they are going somewhere, so that he avoids huge crowds in the hallway. Whew, it is snowy out here. All right, Lando, try to lift up your feet so you don't get snow in your cast.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my
Okay,
gosh.
we'll dump it out. It's okay, just get to the dry part and we'll dump it out. I have just been catching up on what is going on around the country. I have a friend in Chicago, Illinois, who is unburying her car. You literally could not see that the car was there because it was completely covered in snow. I know Mana and Papa Bingham said that they have been getting non-stop snow for a long time. They said it just doesn't stop. But the craziest weather I'm hearing about is in Texas. The weather they are having there is unheard of. -2 degrees. I'm not sure that those kind of temperatures have ever hit Texas in all of history. They are losing power, they are losing heat, they have pipes that are freezing, so they are losing their water. They can't go anywhere because the roads are covered in ice and they aren't prepared for this. They don't have plows. So everyone is hunkered down in a house with no heat, no water, and no electricity with these freezing cold temperatures that a place like Texas just isn't prepared for. So if you are watching this and you are from Texas, we are thinking of you, we are praying for you. This Arctic blast is crazy. As you guys know, today Landon went back to school for the very first time, but I had to pick him up just a little bit early, so we eased him into it. He did almost a full day today because he has 2 appointments today. He does physical therapy every single day, but before that we are going to head to the orthotist to pick up his swash brace. We talked about this a couple weeks ago. This is something we've been working on for a while. It's a little brace that he wears that helps him to keep his knees apart. He has the tendency to push his knees together to stand up or to turn his knees in when he's walking, and this brace will help him not to do that, especially now that he's had this surgery and his muscles are loose. This is only going to help him in the recovery process as he works to train his body and his legs to walk in a way that is much better for his body long term. All right, I just picked up Lando. We put his walker in the trunk. We got him in the car, and I'm dying to hear exactly how today went, his first day back to school. So Lando, tell us everything.
It was so much fun. My teachers were all excited to see me, and my friends were. Like, they were like, Landon, Landon.
That is so awesome.
And one of my teachers was like, Landon, we missed you, welcome back.
Oh my gosh.
Just welcoming me.
That is so awesome. This boy over here has been dying to go back to school, begging to go back to school. He is so social. He loves his friends. He loves all of his teachers. And I think being home for 2 weeks has not been his favorite thing. I think mostly he was getting sick of lunches at home.
Sandwiches?
Lunches at school are a little more interesting.
Yep, in fact, I had Taco Bell today.
You think I'm joking about lunches, but he gets some pretty fun lunches at school. They don't have a cafeteria at his school, so they bring in lunch from different places every single day, and the kids love it. For me, I would rather them have a cafeteria because then they could have a vegetable and a fruit, and it would be a little more balanced, but they love it. Tuesdays are Taco Tuesdays from Taco Bell.
Wednesday's pizza, Thursday's chicken nuggets from McDonald's.
Is that not what kids' dreams are made of right there? So yesterday when I was debating over whether to send him back or not, he said, Mom, if I don't go back to school, can we at least go pick up my lunch? This is the first month in a while that they've gotten school lunch, and he just so happened to be missing a couple of weeks. So
But finally I'm back!
But finally he's back! And so happy about it. They do all sorts of orthotic braces here at this place, and I think over here is where they have people practice walking. It is also really great for ballerinas. You are a ballerina. Beautiful. All right, done with appointment 1. We just finished up with the orthotist. The appointment went awesome. Landon is fitted for his swash brace and walking amazing in it. It is so great. He was saying that when he sits, now that he won't have his knees in, he has a wider base, he'll be so much more stable. He can't be knocked over like this. When he goes to stand up, he won't use his knees to stand up. It's going to be so great for Landon. But one thing we learned that made me even more excited and even more hopeful is that he put a lot of adults in a hip abduction brace, which is very similar to what he is wearing, to help their hip go back into the socket. So he uses this for a lot of adults that have dislocated hips. So as you guys know, pre-surgery, Landon got an x-ray that showed that his left hip was 40% out of the socket. This surgery that we got was no guarantee. The surgeon was very clear that this was no guarantee that it would do anything to put his hip back into the socket. But I've always held on to hope because we have heard success stories from other kids with cerebral palsy that have gotten this surgery that have had success getting their hip to go back. So combination of surgery plus this brace, I think it's going to be such a good thing for Landon, and we are really hoping that this is going to help his hip. I was pleasantly surprised at how sleek the brace was. It's very thin, very comfortable. I don't think that Landon is going to be bothered by it, but we are going to work up to it. He said do 1 hour the first day, 2 hours the second day, and talk to the physical therapist to see what he recommends as far as how much he should be in it. So that's where we're headed next, to the physical therapist. We're gonna do some stretching, some strengthening, and probably try out this new swash brace. All right, we just finished up at physical therapy. Lando is a trooper. He had a full day at school today, 2 appointments. This boy must be exhausted, but he just keeps on going in true Lando style. Cute little Ava has been a trooper all day. She's always so sweet and so patient to just come along for the ride. Today in physical therapy, Landon was working on lifting up his feet when he's walking and standing up straighter. I am just amazed at every single day. He is so much stronger. He's moving forward, doing things he hasn't been able to do for a really long time. I can't even tell you how happy it makes my heart to see him doing so well. He had reached the lowest point he's ever reached in his entire life right before surgery. So it just makes this all the sweeter. So proud of him. We are gonna go home, get him some dinner, and a little bit of relaxing for the rest of the night. Thank you so much for watching today's video. We love you guys. Thank you for spending a day in the life of our life in Holland. Smash the like button for Lando today, and we will see you tomorrow.